Bruce Mcarthur, the Toronto serial killer, and male model Luka Magnotta have a lot of similarities and connections and links. This podcast is investigating further. For years, Toronto police were extremely negligent in their lack of investigation into the disappearances of missing homosexual men. Bruce Mcarthur was a Toronto landscaper who was searched for gay men on the internet dating websites, then bring them back to his apartment, tie them up, rape them, and murder them. He then dismembered these men and put their body parts in planters on his clients' properties. This went on for years while the imbeciles in the Toronto police refused to admit and acknowledge the existence of the serial killer. The Toronto police also ruined the whole case of the billionaire Barry and Honey Sherman. That case is still unsolved. In the case of Luka Magnotta, Magnotta's defense team tried for months to obtain all the records Luka had on stalkers and all the police reports Magnotta filed. Finally, a judge forced Toronto police to release all these reports Luka filed about stalkers. So what was the Toronto police afraid of? I will tell you. They are completely incompetent. I have discovered the following through my journalistic investigation skills. And Luka Magnotta resided at 95 Thorncliffe Park Drive, the Leaside Towers in Toronto, for many years in the early 2000s. Luka lived at the Leaside Towers with the Minneapolis brothers, who forced him into credit card fraud. He was absolutely framed. These brothers were registered in the name that is all verifiable through the driver's license and the utility bill records. Bruce Mcarthur also lived at the Leaside Towers. Magnotta denied any involvement in helping Bruce Mcarthur find any of the gay men. Allegations were made that Luka met Bruce Mcarthur at Remington Strip Club in Toronto. They were apparently introduced by James Alex Bruton, who Luka apparently met in Peterborough, Ontario. It was all alleged. Luka went by the name Nathan while working as a high-priced exotic dancer and escort in Toronto and was involved in a cannibal ring with James Alex Bruton and Bruce Mcarthur. Luka denied these allegations, and Luka denied introducing any of these men to Mcarthur. Project Houston checked through email accounts they thought belonged to Luka Magnotta. These were not Magnotta's accounts. Again, the police fucked up big time. Advertisements alleged to be from Luka Magnotta placed on internet sex websites looking for Middle Eastern men could not be linked to Magnotta or any of the victims. Mcarthur was arrested eventually and charged and convicted of the 8 Toronto gay serial killings. Magnotta could not be linked to helping Mcarthur. People I've interviewed have claimed Mcarthur hired Luka Magnotta as a male escort. Magnotta denies he was hired by his clients to find them victims. Magnotta says he was framed for murder and is completely innocent. Evidence support this. From all my research, I have determined Manny Lopez and David Diamato were responsible for the crimes. Magnotta was only their hired escort. Luka was the abused victim in all these situations and was beaten and traumatized. It's unfathomable what Luka went through. All the photos exist of Luka with black eyes and beatings and bruises. Luka's New York City attorney, Romeo Salta, has all the pictures. These pictures are also available for viewing online. Luka denies he was involved in a sex ring involving James Alex Bruton and also a cannibalism ring, being paid to find Bruton victims. Luka denies these allegations. Unfortunately, because of the Toronto police's incompetence, all of these crimes happened. Luka filed so many police reports about people harassing him and stalking him, but nothing was done. In fact, even people closest to Luka were stalking him. His friends were jealous of his wealth and success. His manager was jealous Luka didn't need him any longer. So even his manager was leaving Luka threatening messages and emails so Magnotta wouldn't take away business from the escort agency. Nobody could handle losing Luka, so they tried everything in order to keep him. Illegally opening his mail, sabotaging his vehicle, stalking him, screwing with his escorting and modeling career, trying to infiltrate his Facebook, leaving threatening voicemail messages. It's all documented in Toronto police reports, which Luke Leclerc finally gained access to after battling the corrupt Toronto police force who tried to keep everything top secret. The Project Houston investigation was a colossal failure. When I spoke to somebody close to the events, they recalled Magnotta having a client who matched Mcarthur's description. Apparently this man invited Luka over, and he was drugged in the wine and raped. Luka denied spending time with Mcarthur in Niagara Falls and going on escort dates with him. Luka denies all allegations and involvement in unsolved homicides and crimes in different countries. Luka will be eligible for parole in 15 years and will most definitely get out of prison one day. Bruce Mcarthur will never get out of prison. I appreciate all the comments and feedback, everyone. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like, share, comment, and leave your thoughts. It's important to have the truth come out. Magnotta has been lied about so much, and now more and more people are seeing that he was framed. He does not belong inside prison, and it's evident now more than ever the Attorney General of Canada should release him, or at least grant him a new trial. It's all possible. Luka supporters will not rest until he is free.